The topic for this video is memory and emotions. We wanted to see if emotionally charged memories, being positive or negative memories, are better remembered than neutral memories. We recall memories with emotional content better than memories with no emotional content. This is due to the amygdala performing primary roles in the formation and storage of memories associated with emotional events. The amygdala is involved in mediating the effects of emotional arousal on the strength of the memory for the event. In this study, they studied the influence of emotion on different aspects of memory. The participants viewed emotionally positive, negative, and neutral pictures under two conditions. A shallow condition which focused on perceptual features of the scenes, being visual features of the scenes. The second condition was a deep condition which inquired the scene's semantic meaning. They tested the recognition of pictures in a recognition test 2 days later to see which stimuli was better remembered by the participants. Emotional memories, either positive or negative, stand out more compared to neutral memories.
The influence of emotion on memory, whether being positive or negatively charged emotions, consists of two memory processes. One process called encoding, which is the initial formation of a memory. The second process is the consolidation process, which is a strengthening of this memory over time.
The study used the level of processing theory to recognize the impact of emotion on encoding with and without the influence of elaborative processes. The hypothesis states that positive and negative memory encoding uses deep semantic encoding processes more than neutral memory. One should expect to see greater activity in deep semantic encoding processes during positive and negative encoding compared to neutral memory encoding. The study resulted in improvements for emotional memory were greatest when words were encoded under shallow condition versus deep condition. This indicates that shallow processing intensifies the difference between emotional and neutral words due to the mechanisms for positive and negative stimuli that differentiate emotional from neutral stimuli, as well as benefits in elaborative processing for neutral stimuli in the deep condition.
The film that relates to memory and emotion is The Notebook. The main character, Allie, ends up with Alzheimer's as she gets older. Alzheimer's disease is one form of dementia that gradually gets worse over time. It affects memory, thinking, and behavior. It happens because the brain stops working. In a modern-day nursing home, an elderly man begins to read a love story from his notebook to a fellow female patient. He is telling the love story of Allie and Noah. As the story unfolds and comes to a conclusion, the old woman begins to remember the love story is about her and her husband, the man reading the story. As the viewer, we learn that Allie wrote the story when she learned she had Alzheimer's and gave it to Noah to read to her so she would remember her life and their love.
What are we doing here, Mama?
Do you see that man there?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like it now, but 25 years ago. Oh my goodness, he was really something. We were out of our minds in love, let me tell you.
Wow.
Well, naturally, your grandfather was furious, so he decided to run away. We didn't even make the next town before the police picked us up. But that was then. You know, sometimes when I'm in the area, just stop here and I'll watch him. Trying to picture how different my life might have been. I want you to know that I love your father. No, goddammit, this is important. You need to hear it. I do. He is a wonderful man. He is good to me, and I don't deserve it. I love him, Allie. I do. I love him.
Allie's mom drives Allie to the lumberyard that Noah worked at. She points to a man working and explains how they fell in love before she met Allie's father and how they were inseparable. She relates the situation to Allie's situation with Noah and tries to explain how Noah, like the man working in the lumberyard, are her past, and a wealthier, better-off man would be her future. As Allie's mom is reminiscing about her past flame, she begins to tear up and gets emotional. Even though the memories were in the past and much more has happened since then, they had a large emotional aspect to them, and Allie's mom just couldn't contain herself any longer.
Why didn't you write me? Why? It wasn't over for me. I waited for you for 7 years. Now it's too late.
I wrote you 365 letters. I wrote you every day for a year.
You wrote me?
Yes. It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Noah sent Allie 1 letter a day for a year. Allie's mom hid the letters whenever they were sent to her so she couldn't read them. Allie thought Noah forgot about her. Noah believed Allie was ignoring him. This communication between the two of them is what caused these misperceptions and false beliefs, which brought them negative feelings. All in all, memories with emotional arousal are better remembered and recalled with better retention of the event. This is displayed throughout the story as the book is recuing certain emotional aspects of her life that she has gone through. As the memories begin to come back to her, certain components of her personality are displayed as she begins to show characteristics of the person she once was before contracting Alzheimer's disease. With this disease, her memory is supposed to gradually exhaust over time, but she beats all odds and remembers her emotionally charged past with Noah. When remembering an emotional event, you recall not only what happened but also how you felt, an emotional memory. Both sorts of memory can be triggered by something you heard, saw, or even smelt at the time. Scientists think that you store early emotional memories even if you cannot remember what actually happened. These memories may still affect you as adults.